So, Genesis chapter 41. I put down,
Oh, that one was split though.
we did, we split it into two.
We're still doing one word.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
do still one word.
Okay.
I did one word. If somebody did,
That's
you
fine.
did two.
I didn't do any words, so I'm
Oh,
just
that's right.
off the top of my head.
Well, it's just up here freestyling, like she from New York. All
Sorry.
right, so boom. I put down job interview from the Lord.
I put job interviews. I would say level up.
Level up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I put the turn of the tide.
That's good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I mean, because he's brought before Pharaoh to interpret his dreams, which winds up being the famine. You see the cows and the grain, the sick looking cows, and the cows, and the full grain, and the skimpy grain. And Joseph comes out of the prison. He has to look presentable, so like he cuts his hair and he gets all clean and clothes and everything. And he winds up, once he's able to interpret the dreams, he's appointed Pharaoh's second. And that's a positive. Now, after a few chapters, I started thinking about his position differently. Specifically after our one we just recorded, the past two, about how like nothing is really Joseph's. So like this was a great position that he was in, but he's still not a slave. I don't want to say a slave. He's not a slave, but he's a servant. He's still serving a master, so to speak. And the things that he was given, all of the great luxuries that he was afforded, weren't his without Pharaoh. And I didn't see that initially.
Right.
I really looked at it like he's just like living this luxurious life, and he can go and come in as he pleases. But then I think like especially after you say like, I don't think that could really happen. Like I don't know if that.
Him leaving, right?
Leaving as he pleases, or even him being able to give freely as he wants, is still Pharaoh's stuff. It's it's not his. So it isn't positive. It for sure is a positive, because I felt like this is like now the up of his life, the start of an up for his life. But it's not a full. It wasn't like a really full circle for me. Now that I know what I know.
Now that you see some other stuff.
Yeah. So, But definitely, because the turn of the tide really for me was, okay, he's able to freshen himself up. He's coming out of the jail. He's in front of all like big people, and he's interpreting the dream. Once again, like he again mentions not me, but God. He gives it to God. But you're able to see him in like a more positive light. Like God is, you can start to see the sprinkles of what God has been doing.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't see it as happy as I did at one point.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, I said level up because for everybody, it's kind of let's elevate. So Joseph comes out. He has to be presentable. So he's out of that prison garb. He's cleaned up. He's put in front of Pharaoh. He gives his interpretation. We also see his shift from his naive, like, I'm just gonna tell y'all whatever I feel like telling y'all, to I got a little bit more, like, I know how to interpret the room now. Like I know when to speak and when not to speak. So he's like, hey, whoever you think can do this, go ahead and appoint them, because this is what you should do. And he gives the plan, and Pharaoh levels him up. Like he's like, hey, nobody's smarter than you, so go ahead. And so I feel like for everybody, even for Pharaoh, he doesn't have to even do anything. Joseph got it. Like, do what you need to do. Here's a signet. You are me. Just do what you need to do.
Do what you got to do. So
it was a level up. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's as like what you're saying is still valid, but from where he's coming from, it's either I level up here or I stay where I'm at. Yeah, there's still no going home, because he has no way to get there.
He wasn't going to be able to go home.
Yeah.
I agree with both of those. I feel like there's so many terms I want to use, like a glow up, like he got some drip, like it's chaining day.
Yes.
All of those things stand out to me when we talk about Joseph coming out and being put before Pharaoh, and then the signet ring and all the stuff that comes after. So yeah, And the point of it being a job interview for me was he got interviewed, tell me about the dreams that I had. Pharaoh was happy with the interpretation. Pharaoh puts him in charge and lets him go off and do what he needs to do. One thing I did put down here, and this will come up later, I'm sure. Joseph talked about how good the years of plenty would be. We did not talk about how lean the years of famine would be. The selling of grain was part of Joseph's plan. So don't look at him sideways when he follows through with it. And I'm sure y'all will pick up on that later if you haven't already.
Okay. We talk about it later. Because yes, it was part of his plan. It was part of his plan. But even in that episode, we talk about you're the only him and the high officials here are the only ones who know this plan. So no one else has the opportunity to prepare for your plan. So no one has a way to make money. All they're doing is spending money. And so I think everything we said in that episode is still valid. Like, you did a lot. It was a lot.
I'm just saying.
But I see
selling grain was part of the plan.
Yes, selling grain was part of the plan. We understand that. Yeah. But to what extent did it have to be? I'm taking everything you have plus some, and actually you just come here and be a slave while you're at it.
Okay, it got 85%. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, cool.
Something I want to clarify because I remember putting in my notes.
I wish I got 85% of my paycheck.
Don't get me started. I was just talking to somebody about taxes the other day. Like, don't even show me my check before taxes. Show me after because you're gonna take it anyway.
Don't sound so bad now, do it. Well, it's like, look, no, it still doesn't make sense.
I think I said earlier that he got the signet from Potiphar. He got the signet from Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Not Potiphar. Yeah. That's because I didn't explicitly put that in my notes. That was a big deal. Remember, because Tamar got the signet from Judah.
Yep.
As like his ID.
Yep.
Like, hey, I need proof. This is you. I need something to say that this is you. And the signet and the staff was that for Judah. But in this case, he's getting the signet from Pharaoh to say like he can make decisions. I think in the scripture it said that he's king over Joseph, but everything else like Joseph has control over pretty much. Like you can make the decisions on my behalf kind of thing. Yeah. So I just want to clarify that because I just remembered I said that, but that was wrong.
Cool. All right.
That was the first episode we split.
It was.
It was long.
Because it was long.
It was so much information in there.
I can't remember how many verses? Do you remember how many verses there are in there?
Like 57.
I was like, it's over 40.
Yeah. That's why.
We also did that was the second half was the first time I did like a summary because we were trying to mesh. Oh, let's catch up on what happened and
Oh yeah, we were introduced to one of those amazing summaries.
Yes.
Y'all and they're straight to the point and they are easy to comprehend.
Yep.
The layman's terms.
Yep.
We love it.
It's awesome. Oh man.